without opening up the keyhole and just looking outside, I'm like, no. So then you get into the whole industry of like adult film. Was it what you expected doing your first scene? So you had me doing moonsaults off the top rope.
Oh my God.
I have implants.
I feel like I know of it somewhere. Why?
Why not? I mean, I thought about it for a long while before I did it. I mean, I got a lot of uproar from the whole industry, but who are they to judge me?
Yeah, I mean, what are they?
They can all go to hell. They don't pay my bills.
No, you got a point.
And that's that.
Hi everyone, happy Monday. Have been ish. Here I am once again doing another live stream. Hi Ben. Hi John J. Hey Biack Dahila. I see you. Let's see. We got some other. Oh, okay. IR no one. Whoop whoop. Matthew. I don't think I've seen you in here before. Anyway, how is everyone this week so far? I can't believe Thanksgiving has just come and gone. It's just so amazing how fast this year has gone by. And now we're heading into one of the coldest winters, unfortunately, which I'm not looking forward to. Which reminds me, I can't believe how many shady ass people there are on eBay, right? I went to buy this Montclair ski jacket because they don't make it anymore. And it's like I'm looking at all the pictures and I know how to authenticate things, like if it's a fake or not. This shit's fake, man. And you putting that it's authentic. Anyway, that's like one of those things I can't deal with. You know, I really can't. Thank you, Matthew, for tuning in. If you catch up on the other live streams that I've had before, just subscribe to my YouTube. And don't forget, every Wednesday, if you hop on over to iTunes, you know, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, make sure to subscribe my other podcast, Crazy Train with Jasmine St. Clair. It drops every Wednesday. The last guest was Amazing Maria, who we all know from JCW and WAOVW. Hi, Jamal. How are you? No, Paul, the guy did not. It's a guy from Lithuania. He has two of the same jackets. How the fuck is it one of a kind? Give me a break already, please. Grifting 101. But if you are looking to get your day started or get a little bit of a kick in the middle of the day to the balls, go ahead and hop on over to supermassiveblackcoffee.com. That is supermassiveblackcoffee.com. Put in the code MBN for 20% off. Okay, guilty pleasure. Hey, Brian, what's going on? Hey, girl, what's up? Amazing Maria is in his house. All right, I have this really crazy obsession with Mrs. Fields, all right? I must have been speaking to someone who I think is super hot, and he was complaining about his body. As he's doing that, I'm looking at all the commercials, and I see an ad for Mistress Fields cookies. So what do? I go ahead and I order a whole batch. They have like a special sale right now, cookies 6. It's not an ad for Mrs. Fields, by the way. Just, you know, I just felt like being nice and plugging it. Anyway, as you guys know, Monday is very casual. I've left the gym, which I did find out a homeless woman entered the gym. I have no fucking clue how this happened. This is not what I pay $100 a month for. She entered the gym on Wednesday, somehow hid out as they were closing the gym, and then let a bunch of other people in on Thursday. And when the actual people that worked there came Friday, they kicked them out. Unreal. So that's like one place I just stopped working at because apparently these people had access to foods. Anyway, I know a few of you who've been watching JCW wrestling and who have followed the indies, some of you, or even went to WrestleCade, might know of Biack Dahila, Biack Collette. So she's known for a lot of things. Okay, when I first saw her at WrestleCon a few years ago, okay, the first thing I noticed was her ass. And I'm not saying that like in a bad way because it's unusual. Look, it's unusual for white girls to have big asses. Seriously. Anyway. And I was sitting on this hot guy's lap and we both noticed her. So was like win-win, seriously. Anyway, here she is. Let's welcome her and talk to her about JCW. Get those questions ready and be nice. Noah, yeah, we can call her out for a big booty as long as we're nice about it. But yeah, let's go ahead, bring her in. And then, yeah, Maria said, yeah, white girl, big ass over here. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I'm just like in the wrong part of the country. Yeah, what the fuck is it? Seriously. I should have like a bigger butt, but I think I don't know. I think maybe I'm too European or something. Whatever. But hey, what we lack in butts, guys make up for in penises over there. Hi, baby. How are you?
I love that you I was listening for a minute behind camera. You are hilarious, babe. Like seriously, that story about the gym, like that's kind of scary though.
Well, the thing is that there's a juice bar, and they've not. I don't buy anything from the protein bar because I live right across the street from the gym. But people that do, these people are in there diddling and daddling, rubbing their ass or whatever. And that's and it's like whatever they were doing that week. Thank you, amazing Maria, my gorgeous friend. I swear.
What did Maria say?
Sexy French lady. She has like hair past her ass. It's unreal. Everyone likes your outfit, by the way. I think it's hot. And this is the thing. Like I told Paige that Monday nights are very casual. We're like, no makeup. I just came from the gym.
Okay, well, you're naturally beautiful. I have my makeup on from earlier today, but I do have my PJs on. So I can't go without makeup. I'm not as gorgeous as you Europeans.
It's the European skincare. And plus, when you get to be my age, you got to date guys in like their 20s.
Why? Why? Is it like some kind of cosmetic thing about the young guys? Like,
okay, so here's a story. Okay.
Tell me as I take medicine. I'm listening.
As you take medicine. Okay. That's weed, by the way. She's not taking like meds like what you guys think it's marijuana.
Sorry, we're live. I didn't know if we were allowed to cuss or what.
We're allowed to cuss. We could do whatever. Like the fucking shit I've said on here to people, please. So
I just want you to make your money, like this is a job. This is your profession. You're giving people this, just your energy. So you got to get paid for that. So I'm gonna keep my medicine off camera.
Espresso. Okay, I saw you at WrestleMania or WrestleCon like 3 years ago.
Tell me this backstory because every time I see you, which mind you guys, my vision is very bad, but I see this gorgeous goddess every time she floats by me because she doesn't walk, she fucking floats. So now you tell me what your impression was of my fat ass. Like, tell me everything.
I was sitting on this guy's lap at WrestleCon in Philadelphia. I think at the time he was 25, which is too old. I can't tell you. I'll tell you in person.
Okay.
And we saw you, and he's like, he was staring at your butt. Okay, I did something really horrible. Now I could tell you. I threw a quarter at your ass from where we were sitting.
Did it bounce? Did it hit? Did it land?
I think I missed. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That would have been a movie moment though. If it would have landed, say it would have got stuck between my cheeks though. Then I would be like, oh, what was that? And then you could have came up and be like, oh, it was my quarter. And then you pulled it from my cheeks. And then we would have become best friends years sooner than now.
Yeah.
You're forgiven for missing.
Yeah, you're totally forgiven. And by the way, funny thing, I got to tell you, this is like one more Jasmine thing you have to learn before we go on, right?
Oh, yes. By the way, guys, she is Professor. Madame. Say it French-like. Madame. Yes, she is the professor. If she doesn't write a book and sell it, I'm gonna write it and sell it for her. But continue. Yes, this is one of my lessons.
So you've already learned everything. If you're ever living with a guy, okay, and let's say that you've been home all day, because if you're living with a guy, you shouldn't be working anyway. It's up to wrestling and doing shit that's just you. Whatever you're doing, whether it's going to the gym, going to the salon, making food, whatever you want to do. If he comes home and bitches about the house not being clean, you turn your ass around and you say, okay, you've been at work all day. How come you're not loaded with money yet? Like that's what maids are for, to clean up a house. I swear to God, I don't think I
I
told you.
literally knew the answer to this, guys. She would be so proud. And the answer would be, why aren't you paying for a maid?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, some of these guys just don't get it.
It's like the maid cleans the house and I clean other things.
You're full. But
Ah!
anyway, so
It's like, I'm here to fuck you, so what else do you want from me? I'm working here.
I'm working, like seriously, working and working. How did you get started with wrestling?
Oh my gosh, that is a funny story, baby. You don't know this. Guys, her and I are girlfriends and we just like we pick each other's brains behind scenes when we're not working, but we're so new at friends. I don't think you know the answer to this.
No, I
Um,
don't.
okay, I love this. Do you have a drink? Why are you drinking an espresso? Where's like a red wine? What the fuck?
No, because I just worked out.
Ah, you're so healthy. Stop.
I wanted to have something sweet, so I just had an espresso instead.
I mean, yummy. Okay, fine, whatever. It's a vibe. So guys, I okay, so I'm one of there's different types of people involved with wrestling. There's the people that grew up with watching it, like I'm talking when they were in diapers, they watched that shit. Or there was the people that didn't know a single thing about wrestling. And my backstory is my family, I'm talking uh we didn't know anything about wrestling. When I was young, there was ballet classes and like tap, jazz, like all the different particularly ballet and gymnastics was the top two things that my parents prioritized with me and my elder sister Pilar. And where the cutoff line was like 4 years old to do dance classes and stuff. My elder sister was, of course, 4 or 5 years old. So I, at the age of 2, started my ballet lessons. I started my tap lessons, gymnastics. So that's why athleticism was so natural to me. And is because my upbringing was the theater, was dance, was cheerleading. And I did that from the age of 2 all the way up to senior year. And so inners, how did you get involved with wrestling? And I got casted. There was a scout locally for like just like what a lot of local wrestlers would call the shindies, you know, like just you're dipping your toe in the local wrestling. And it was in the Appalachian Mountains. There was this vet, her name was like I can't remember. It was like Ashley her shoot. And she scouted me because I was a part of a modeling agency and she was like, you'd be perfect to valet. And me not knowing anything about the business, I kid you not, I was like, valet, you mean the people that park cars? I was like, what the fuck is this bitch talking about? I'm a model, I'm an actor. Like, well, what is she talking about parking fucking vehicles? I'm not gonna be a valet.
Well,
That's how new I was. So then when I my family was very religious though, of course, and I will just mention this. I don't want to go into too much detail because it's so not fun, but I considered going into school. I was going to be a nun.
okay,
So
I can see that.
so so like I was either going to be a nun or I was going to pursue the profession of my arts. And when I chose the profession of my arts, my parents didn't agree with it. And then when they found out I was going to be a wrestler, it was very toxic, very abusive, and I experienced things that I'm just recently starting to go public about, but it was a lot of physical violence, and I was told wrestling is trash, and now you are trash. So at the age of 18, because I got scouted and became a valet before I even became a wrestler, when I started doing it, when I fell in love with wrestling, my family turned on me, the church turned on me, people I went to high school with turned on me, people that didn't understand. You guys got to understand, you're either involved with wrestling or you're not. And what I mean by involved, you're either a fan, you're a worker, you're aware of this world inside of the whole world. And my whole entire community thought I was trash, thought I was like I was actually brought to a doctor's office to see if I was still a virgin because of how shocking wrestling culture was to my family. And so when I became homeless at the age of 18, I was at the mercy of other wrestlers. I was at the mercy of the fucking carnies, you know? I was at the mercy of people that actually spoke carny. And I was like this 18-year-old kid that never cussed. I never saw a penis before. The first time I saw a penis was in a wrestling locker room, guys. I it was the old school ways. You literally, people were like rough to me. I was the quiet kid in the corner. I was learning the rules of how to shake hands, and if you missed anyone's hand, oh my god, like people freaked the fuck out on you. You got in trouble. It was like that way back then. And I was just this scared little kid that fell in love with this and found the magic in it. And I remember setting up wrestling rings, learning how to tear them down and set them up, and I still had my purity ring on when I did that. And when that aha moment happened and it just clicked and I understood the business and I understood the concept of it, because where you were brought up in theater, where like when you're brought up with ballet or theater, one of the things is the fucking audience doesn't speak. It's more respectful. It's more prestigious, and the audience, it's kind of like, think like for the wrestling fans that are watching, think like Japanese style wrestling.
Yeah.
The audience stays silent. They're just taking the performance in. So going from a background of the audience being like what I thought was respectful, and then going to being a fucking 19-year-old kid, being the promiscuous heel and getting beer thrown in your face and called Miss Piggy. Like, it was the most insane concept ever. And I was like, maybe I should have been a fucking nun, you know? Because like I was like, what kind of world did I just step into? But when I had that aha moment and when I was tired of getting treated like shit on the indies, I packed my bag up and I was already homeless, so I was like, fuck it. And I went and I trained under Funaki. I researched wrestling schools because I didn't want to be shitty at what I do, whether it was if I did pursue like ballet or if I did pursue like I wanted to be a theater actor. I would go to like a Juilliard or some shit, you know? So I didn't want to pick up bad indie habits. I already did that as a ballet. And, you know, I wanted to pay my dues respectfully, but then also take wrestling seriously because I wanted a job. I was I was the athlete. I was the actor, and now it's time to become the wrestler. And when I went under Funaki, he was brutal. I got a job. Mind you, I'm a poor kid. I got a job at Walmart, and I was like the only female that worked night shift and would like unload semi trucks and lift the heavy pallets and unload the boxes. It was an actual physical job working night shift. And I remember going to Funaki's, and if you were there, he was there. He was very hands on, and he taught me how to lock up and taught me how to fucking wrestle, and it was such a magical experience. And then WrestleMania happened like within 7 months of being under Funaki. It wasn't even a solid year. WrestleMania happened to be in Dallas, Texas, and that's Funaki was in San Antonio. So all of us kids went up and went and found these like any indie shows that would take us around WrestleMania, and Rikishi happened to be one of them, and he scouted me and offered me a job out at Knox, and that's how I actually officially became a professional wrestler out in LA.
Yeah, it's interesting because I come from a theater background as well.
Oh, I love that. Tell me.
Well, you have to audition to actually get into theater there, and it's a whole other level. I did it for quite a long time, but I started in theater as a child. But
Yeah.
getting back to this whole thing now. Okay, so you got cast somewhere, correct? Now,
Sorry.
two things. Like, I feel as though, okay, so if you're going to watch wrestling and you want to be a valet, so obviously at that point, people are telling you like what a valet is. did you bother to watch anything like and differentiate manager versus valet, like a Miss Elizabeth versus a Sherry Martel versus woman?
So those are the three main footage that I studied. So that's really brilliant that you brought those three up. So you, with your theater background and you being a manager, are those some of the ones you studied as well? Like those three?
Well, I grew up watching wrestling, and my first match was against Sherry Martel in 1999 in
So
Milwaukee.
you wrestled. Wait, tell me. Okay, so you grew up as a wrestling fan. Then you
Mhm.
became a wrestler and then now you're managing?
Well, because of my size, I was used as a manager, and I was fine with that. So I got to wrestle Sherry Martel. I did a tag team match against Missy Hyatt once. I've done quite a few. So, but the thing is, you
Where did
need to.
where did
Huh?
you train? Where did you train at?
Amanda Guerrero trained me. Um,
Fuck
but
yeah.
you've got to like. It's always important. Like I think, okay, this is just my opinion. I think a lot of people can agree with me on this. It is important as a manager to know how to wrestle first, because I'll tell you what. You want to know what spots are when they're being called in the ring, right? So like if someone's doing a German suplex or a moonsault, there's so many different things. You want to know where your spots are. Secondly, running around in those fucking heels and in that ring, you want to know how to bump in case you do get bumped. I mean, I've been in some brutal battle royals. I've taken really brutal bumps. You know, you crawl before you walk, but
Yeah.
it's just, it was, you don't know who's going where. And,
No, I 1,000% agree with you. And honestly, guys, all the schools I've ever paid for, everyone that's taking the bumps with us, everyone that's doing the fucking drills with us, were also the refs that were being trained and the managers. Everyone had to fucking learn it. You have to learn your ins and outs, which I feel like that's always been programmed in me though, because I was either just OCD and anal as a child. But like, for example, when I had a script for a play in front of me, I knew everyone's lines. I knew everyone's lines. I knew everyone's story, because if you know what's going on with everyone, then you can't forget your spot.
okay, let me ask you this. So, did you get any animosity from people? Because, okay, I'll be honest, I'm a total dickhead. Anyone that knows me can tell you that. Like, I am my character in real life as a heel.
Guys, she honestly is she's playing it off as rough though, but she is telling the truth, but she is kind as well. So don't let her fucking say that.
Well,
So but
ask Carly if
but
I'm kind. There are times when I've when I've
there's
woken
nothing wrong with honest constructive criticism, but then also showing love and kindness. Like you've been Gucci with me.
no,
Um, but what
no,
you were asking if I ever got animosity for being a valet at
no, no,
first?
no, 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 no. Here's what it is. Because, okay, I had problems with people who weren't tough enough because they were on a show when there were all these other amazing talents out there that could have been on WWE. You hear me? So let's say hypothetically you're an indie worker that's out there, you know, all this stuff, right? Okay. And Maria's right here with me. Paige had heat with me. Okay, so I'm going to get to that because, okay, first and foremost, I admire the fact that you shake hands with people. That is so super important because you get some people today. I remember one wrestler, and I know some people in the chat know who he is, who came to a show, right?
Listening.
And then,
Yeah.
like, he totally, like, he walked in with his ring rat. Haha. I learned it was his fiance later, but didn't even say hi to anyone. I thought he was like ring crew or maybe the fucking janitor. I was wrong. Just some skinny white kid from the Midwest with his girlfriend. All right. He was one of the wrestlers. Oh, okay. You could at least introduce yourself to me, especially because you're in a match with me. You know, but that's about etiquette. Now, having heat with people, like, you got to see from the standpoint, people like veterans like Maria, such as myself, other people in the business, when you have people that come out from acting, not even just acting, but just got on Tough Enough, then come in. There are other people that are good talents out there, like Jasmine Allure, Katrina Creed, people like that, who fight. You know, they're not fighting, but, you know, they've done the work. They were bred with wrestling and love it. And then they get pushed to the bottom sometimes because you have the Tough Enough people. So did you get any animosity for that?
Yeah, so like when I got involved, uh there was heat for being the actor getting involved with the business. There
Mhm.
was, I remember, there was a lot of people that were old school, and they didn't like my verbiage. And the thing is, I would turn on Monday Night Raw and I would study what they were doing and trying to keep up with the product. And it's like I was new. I never watched Monday Night Raw. I never watched any of this stuff. So when I would study I would use the same verbiage as like the Miz would use or whatever his promos would be, because I was just a ballet at the time. I wasn't a wrestler yet. And I can't read the comments.
No, I'm laughing at the miss. That's all. I'm sorry. I can't.
Sorry. Oh, so no, think about it. Remember what his gimmick was back in the day? So I would use the Mrs. I would use what Stephanie McMahon was saying on Twitter. I would use like I would try to dress like Stephanie McMahon, and I would get heat for not having a brawl on. I would get heat for saying performing, and I would be like, no, that's what WWE is saying. And so it would always be mixed communication. And then there was this one time I was learning that, shake everyone's hand, show respect in the business, right? And there was a time when I was doing my hair and makeup on the couch because I was on the third act, and there were people that came in late to the show and shook everyone's hand, missed my hand and the other two motherfuckers on the couch. And then there was this horrible rumor that I didn't shake hands. So being the 19-year-old child I was like, fuck those adults. Those are grown ass adults spreading rumors about me and trying to say I don't shake hands. You know what? My dad just beat the fuck out of me. I'm homeless. I'm scared. I sacrificed my life for this. I shake hands. So you know what I did as the 19-year-old? I was like, I'm never gonna shake those adults' hands ever. Fuck those people. So I was 19 and that got me heat. That I was the stubborn little bitch that was like, I'm gonna show those grown ass adults. And then it got so bad. I actually got cyberbullied for being the theater kid. And it got so bad, people like were cyber attacking me to the point where I almost actually killed myself.
Oh, that's
And
horrible.
oh, it was bad. It was bad. Like people were like, we're gonna get her out of this business. And I was like, no, please don't do that. And I literally almost committed suicide because of it. And then I went and trained at Funaki's. It was a great time.
At least, like, that seems like a more reasonable reason for suicide than, let's say, being manipulative and causing your own heat. You know what I mean? Like some wrestlers would do that. But here's a question for you. Okay, two things. And that wasn't about you, by the way. Do you know who Judy
Um,
Martin is?
I'm really bad at names. Ask Maria. I'm horrible at bad at names.
Speaking of Maria, okay, who's a vet, two things. Like, I see that you've been posting a lot of photos with her lately, so I'm pretty sure she's been mentoring you and helping
Yes. See,
you.
Maria,
What did
we've
you
never gone public about it, but when I was getting so much heat back in the
Yeah,
day, say there was like 20 adults, say there was
right.
like 20 fuckers, Maria was like one of them. Like, and then, but literally her and and for the record, I've never once, if I ever had heat with anyone or if I ever was like upset with anyone, I've never blacklisted anyone. I've never gone out of my way to get anyone unbooked. But goddamn, do people do that? Like people are like catty. Not as in them, but
No,
uh
but there's some nasty ass
you
hicks
get what
out
I'm saying. There's so nastiness, but with the Maria thing, like you said, nah. Like I joked, like when her and I linked up last year, I was like, "Do you forgive me for when I was a kid?" And she's like, "Fuck yeah, do you forgive me?" And I'm like, "Fuck yeah, you were my childhood bully." And her and I literally had tears in our eyes. We hugged it out, and she's literally been like a mom, an elder sister for like over a year now to me. Like her and I, like it's refreshing because her and I talk about this a lot, but I feel like God has a
there.
purpose for us all and a meaning. And see, I was that bratty, cunny kid that didn't listen in locker rooms and wouldn't shake hands. I was that bitch to her, I was that little bitch.
Ah,
To me, I was like, these adults are gonna make me kill myself, I'm homeless, but stop, my dad almost killed me. Stop. Like this is all I have. So anyway, like honestly, that was a funny start to our relationship, but now It's so beautiful. It's so amazing. Her and I got mistaken as a couple in Vegas. So I guess we look like dykes or we look like sexy lesbians. So I'm here for it.
Well, let me ask you this. So Paul Corbin wants to know a couple of questions. What are your
Love you,
thoughts?
Maria.
See, yeah, she said she tried to help you back then too. Paige, so
She's helping me now. That's what's important.
maybe some of us are beyond help, but Paige, someone wants to know what your thoughts on Drake Younger, Masada, and Schlack are. 3 really important deathmatch wrestlers.
Shit, I don't know much about deathmatch. I'm being honest. Schlack is the as Ashley I'm very familiar with, but educate me, babe. You know the ECW stuff, like the legend. So tell me what you think about the deathmatch
He's
people.
not a. He's a death. He was never an ECW. Schlack actually wrestled Maria once, and
Oh,
yeah,
I'm aware of him because of social media,
Mhm.
but the other like tell me about the others, babe.
Masada is a deathmatch legend, and who Drake Younger? Drake Younger works as Mr. 50s. I think you came in after Drake, so he was Mr. 50s in JCW, and he's done a bunch of death matches. He was a referee. Someone help me. Was it NXT? Yeah, it was an NXT. He was the referee.
Okay.
He's like one
That's
hot piece
such a
of
bad question for me because I'm so ignorant to death matches and I'm honestly so ignorant to a lot of wrestling history. I was actually just talking to Enzo about this.
crap.
Like
Right?
see, yeah. He's a cool guy. He so there's some people like so okay. So like in wrestling, when okay, so WWE Hall of Famer taught me one way, right?
Mm-hmm.
This other person in Ohio is going to teach me a different way. Like wrestling's subjective, right?
Oh, of
So
course.
I've had a couple mentors want me to be that encyclopedia to wrestling, want me to know what happened in 1992, you know, on this date, on this history. Some people want that. This other mentor, like, you know, Enzo, he's like, fuck that. No. Like he do not like that's Mark shit. Like, you know, like he shot me straight. Like so some people want you to hit the ropes one way and another instructor wants you to hit the ropes this way. It's
Mm-hmm.
all subjective. So me being in La La Land and trying to have people mentor me, I'm definitely being pulled and I just say yes sir, yes ma'am, yes, you know. So I am ignorant to names in wrestling. I'm still ignorant. If I have to study it, I will.
Study
And
the
I will
roster, please. Study the JCW roster. It's in the program, and
I've been seeing your promos, baby, and I can see the theater background now.
but yeah. So what I'm saying is, you always want to know about wrestling history. It's like working at,
Yeah.
let's say you wanted to work at Cracker Barrel. Hypothetically, I know that you don't want to, but it looks like a lot of.
I don't think I ever would want to click my heels and say, gosh,
If you
please give
want
me that dream job.
If you did, you'd want to know the history of Uncle Herschel and everything behind it. Some guy wants
Right.
to know if you tried on the shoes he gave you. I don't know if this is a guy or a girl. A la Dream 404. Did you try on the shoes I gave you, and how's the panda? What the fuck is this about, please?
What?
Did someone give you shoes?
What? I
Okay, this
don't
is out of his fucking mind. All right. What are your
wait,
thoughts on
what? I don't remember.
Russo? It's some weirdo. Don't worry about it.
Oh, wait, no, I think someone I know, yeah, the panda is so cute. Thank you.
Did the shoes fit?
I haven't tried them on.
What do they look like?
I think they were tennis shoes.
Oh, okay, fine. What brand?
I don't know, but
Oh,
he was a nice guy. I remember the panda.
all right. That's very sweet. So she likes the panda. She hasn't tried on the shoes yet. What size shoe are you?
7.5.
Yeah, if they don't fit you, I'll take them. All
Okay.
right. So you're like, okay. All right. So what are your thoughts on working with Vince Russo so far? Because having him at JCW,
Oh my God. What is it, baby? Creme la creme? Don't let me butcher that.
creme de la creme, and their New
Creme la
Balance.
creme.
Yeah, creme de la creme. Yeah. He is creme de la creme.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so like I could tell like okay, so me being ignorant to wrestling history, here I am standing next to him and I'm blind to be fair as well and also brain damaged. So I'm just talking to this gentleman And I'm talking the method of the ring rat, this character that's being developed thanks to Jay. It was Jay's idea. But I'm talking to this gentleman, and I am going in detail about like I'm talking wanting to blow this guy, like be aggressively, you know how like the rock stars would have their groupies back in the day and they'd be over the top, like wanting to blow the rock stars under the table. Like, so I'm talking to this gentleman method about this character because he really was talking about character with me. That was Vince. That was Vince. On day one. And to be fair, I was jet lagged because I just got back from Philly at the ECW arena, so I didn't know what was going on. And but that was Vince, and he was so gentleman-like dealing with me with talking about method acting. And then when it came to the whole production day when we had the film, he was so hands-on. And I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say this, like about how he talks about that's wrestling, that's so wrestling, as opposed to this is what I want, more method. You know what I mean? Like he would say that. So I respected it.
Of course, no. And Robert Steele wants to know, Robert, is this question for me or is it for Paige? So what's going on, Rob? I see you. I hope you got your T-shirt that I shipped to you. And if JCW comes to South Jersey, we will let you know for sure. Personally, I like Pitbull Gary Wolf. He's very cool. They're supposed to induct me to the Women's Wrestling Hall of Fame next year. We're just
Congratulations.
Thank you. We're just trying to pick the month. Okay, now I just have to vent for a second. It's one of my crazy.
Where's Maria? Maria.
She's here. She's about to do a podcast in a little bit. So like,
hey, FaceTime me tonight, Maria. I love you.
Yeah, Maria. She wants you to FaceTime her. Two things, right? So like, okay.
About the Vince thing, do you agree?
I think he's the best. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he's a really good boss, guys. Good question.
Off topic, right? So that Women's Wrestling Hall of Fame, it's going to be so cool, right? And I think
when is it?
I don't know. They do it like every few months. I got to send my information. Dude, I have to say, right?
Can I be your +1 and we just look like sexy bitches coming in together? Like we don't need men, but also if a rich man wants us, like whatever.
I don't know where it is, but I'll see. But maybe there's a 22-year-old.
Wait, let's get like a twins. Let's get like 2 hot like 25-year-olds or some shit.
The Nelson twins? No, they're too old. So this is Gary Wolf runs a really cool promotion, everyone. Veterans Pro Wrestling.
Okay.
I had some fucking washed up old porn chick, like an OnlyFans bitch.
Yeah.
Like, messaging me, I'm going to be on the show. It's like, what the bitch, what are you doing? Like, she doesn't know the business. Anyway, it's one of those annoying things. You know what I mean?
Someone outside of the business getting in?
Yeah, but she's like a porn chick. She shouldn't even be in the business. Anyway.
Yes, man, that's not nice. You could be a good mentor to her, perhaps, like, and be like, hey,
No, either you get it or you don't. Either you have it or don't. But don't come at me with your fucking OnlyFans vagina asking for help, because I won't do it. Here's a good question.
I have an OnlyFans. #subscribe, motherfuckers.
Yeah, but it's different. I work with you. Anyway, it's not some like old broad that's like been out of the business and like trying to be cool.
Jasmine, do you want to go to England with me in March?
I don't know where I'll be. I might be in Switzerland.
Whatever. You bougie. Stop being bougie. I'm trying to catch up.
All right. What was the reaction among performers when they found out Russo would be involved? Okay, Mike. So first, like, everyone was really excited.
You answer this. You answer this first.
Yeah, we were intrigued. We were totally intrigued and thought it was great for the company because of where it could go. Because we all, like, proof is in the pudding with Vince. And I know there are haters out there like Jim Cornette who said a bunch of stuff, but it must really suck, podcasting from the basement of a geriatric home. So, they hate on him. But the thing is, Vince is an entertainment person. This is what he does. He entertains. And wrestling is a drama for grown men. You would agree with me, right? Or for people. So
yeah, it's definitely a brutal drama for sure. And I think that he's really good for business. Like, publicity is publicity, but also he's been in the business for a long time and he seems to know his stuff. It's just he's not everyone's cup of tea.
Zoe says hello, by the way. Randolph just sent to say. I don't know who Zoe is. I tell her we said hi to Randolph. Yeah, at least. Oh, what's in March in England?
Like a signing,
Okay.
like a big con.
Oh, that's the end of February.
Okay, yeah.
If that's not the week I'm getting my boobs bigger, then I'll be.
I'm so happy for you. I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, and what do we say if a boyfriend doesn't buy your new tits? Then what is he?
Not your boyfriend.
Thank you, guys. See, she's learning, guys. I'm grooming her. I know this is like really dangerous.
She's literally giving me the shit for free too, so I feel like I'm robbing her. So she's a part of my team now, and I owe her so much money. Starbucks on me in December, babe.
Starbucks, a drink at the bar. Harpo's is really cool, but it was like an ice box there. So tell
Oh,
us.
we had yummy drinks at the last show though. Like guys, JCW did the best thing ever. They handed out turkeys to all the families there, and this hottie and I handed out turkeys.
No, we took the coins. I couldn't lift that.
Oh wait, we did take the coins.
There's no way I could I can't lift that shit up.
I know, it was so funny that we stopped at the bar first.
I'm like, let me just get some kind of a drink. I was trying to get.
And they gave us drinks. They gave us drinks for free, and then we went and handed out families turkeys. Like, it was so bougie. I love you so much.
No, the bartender was gorgeous too. What was
so
her name?
sexy?
Crystal.
She's so beautiful.
That was the owner's wife.
Of the bar?
Yeah, the owner of the concert club. That was his wife. He's from Moldova. Is he not from Moldova? He's from Macedonia. He was European.
Can I call you out right now?
Yeah, you can. For being
Okay, so there we are, guys. There we are. We walk up to the bar, because we're about to hand out turkeys and we need a drink, right? That makes sense. So, that's just the season. So this gorgeous woman turns around and she's like, serving us, getting our drinks ready. And then she says that she knows me. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. Like we meet so many people in this business. So I just went with it. Well, Jasmine was like, oh, Paige, how do you guys know each other? What's her name? Or some shit like that. And my jaw hit the floor. It's like, bitch.
I thought you guys worked before together.
She was gorgeous, so that makes sense. She looked like a model or performer, so it makes sense. But no, but dead ass, I felt bad. So I'm sure we follow each other on Instagram, though.
Yeah,
but Jasmine wanted a whole backstory of how we met and how we knew each other. What was her name? And I was like, I don't know.
It's interesting. You could have made something up. Randolph wants you to say hi to Zoe because Zoe is watching right now. Can you please say hi to Zoe? She met you at WrestleCade.
Yes. Hi, Zoe. It's so nice to see you. It was great meeting you at WrestleCade.
And then Paul wants to know your thoughts on working with Caleb Conley and the American manservant Jeeves. I love Jeeves, by the way. We all love Jeeves.
Caleb. He's so amazing. Like we want to blow him all the time. Caleb. Okay. Jeeves, boo, he's mine. No. Okay, so guys, it's brilliant working with these people. They're so professional. They don't skip a beat. They're on it when Jay and Russo like get us around and then gives us the Iggy on what we need to do. Caleb is a fucking Caleb is really excellent in the ring. But then also really good promo. And then also he's getting in phenomenal shape, mind you. He's in great shape. But he was compared to Caleb, listen, he was compared to Jasmine, listen. He was compared to what's his name? What's that wrestler's name?
Which one?
I don't know. I'm bad with names. He's on WWE. He has the same hair.
AJ Styles?
Yes, he was fucking compared to AJ Styles all tour, and I popped for that for him because I knew that was a really nice compliment.
He does.
Now
look like
you see, he has the same hair. But anyway, Jeeves though, I want to ask Jeeves. Maybe you know the answer to this. Does Jeeves have a theater background? Because he's phenomenal. Like his stage presence is. I'm so excited to work with Jeeves more. I want to pick his brain. I want to do method acting with him so badly. Because at the last show, the Thanksgiving one, Jeeves and I had a promo segment, and then I was managing him out there. Oh, Oh, I love Jeeves. I'm so excited to work with him in December for sure.
You
But
guys
does
should
he have
do
a
a
theater background?
No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. I think he's just a juggalo, and he loves everything he does.
He's
He's definitely
passionate. What'd you
he's
say we need to do? What do we need to do?
we need to have like a Fonzie Beulah feud, like what they had in ECW. You should watch the feud they had, but they had a little match. It was very
Send me
cute.
a link, babe. I would totally study it for you and get back with you with my notes.
Just yeah, no. That's what you guys got to do is reignite the Beulah and Fonzie feud. It was really good.
I'll tell
Um,
you off camera what the Iggy is that we're gonna actually do in December though. You'll love it.
in December, what are we doing in December?
I can't say it on camera, but it's with Caleb Jeeves storyline.
Oh, you guys. Okay, yes. Okay,
Yeah.
yes. Thank you. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean it's all coming together. And one thing I think that indie wrestling lacks nowadays are storylines and characters. So there are a
Mhm.
lot of promotions out there running indies. And I'm not saying OVW because OVW is a really good company, and they have a great budget. They've got great performers. Those performers look like TV performers. You go to a lot of these other promotions, they look like indie wrestlers. There's no
Mhm.
storyline. There's no character or anything like that. Um, so that's one thing JCW has that other people lack. And I started wearing the fur jacket again because it's fucking cold out there, man. Some guy asked me, how come you're wearing a jacket now? Dude, it's freaking freezing. You want to go out there in a little dress and heels and like freeze your ass off?
Dude, yeah, no, like guys, like we are very much human and like we're in the elements there at these venues. Like, for example, when I did my debut with that bit with Shane, people were roasting me about my hair, which to be fair, it looked like shit. But there in Louisville, the locker room was like 100 degrees. So my natural hair shrunk and started, it was curled and soaking wet. So then, of course, my extensions, I went straight that day for some fucking reason. So my hair extensions were straight. My natural hair was curly. And I just went out there looking like a hot mess. And of course, that's the viral video.
So we saw that video. What was it like taking that bump?
Oh, it was so much fun because well, first off with my disease, which we can talk about that in a minute, it's very it was very difficult. But just for you guys to understand right now in a whole, it was amazing. When I was casted to come backstage, and I originally was going to be doing a ballet bit, but I am professionally trained. I am a professional wrestler, and I'm always dying to do a move, doing a bump, contributing, trying to add my part to the story, add my bit to the show. I'm here to work, like pin me, pay me. So so when the discussion was to be in that whole what was a battle royale segment.
So
I I knew I wanted to do just one move and then to get taken out, but I knew I had a sickness, so had to be taken care of. So Shane Mercer, I knew how professional he was. I knew he's been around since when I was 18. Shane, so professional, so kind. Like I'm talking Shane was not a part of the bullies when I was 18. He was so neutral. He's always been that guy, and I always jokingly call him Batman because he's like that brother to me in wrestling. So I knew he was the one that I wanted to take a move from. So then when it got approved of and I was in the bit and it was gonna be Shane doing it, when I was in the back, it was actually Maria. Is Maria still with us?
I don't know. I think she had a podcast to do.
Aw, boo. All right, so Maria,
She'll watch the
she
replay. Don't worry about that.
good. So Maria and Shane, and Maria was the one that was agenting the spot, and we were discussing what my body could do because she's aware of my sickness and she's been mentoring me all year. So we called the spot of his finisher. So it made sense in the spot because Shane just cleared house. Boom, 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 got rid of everyone. He was the monster. And then here comes Ditzy, me, da da da, what's going on? And then it's like, it's time to take it home. Let's go for the finish. And then so it made the story make sense, but also it's like, holy shit, this bitch just took a finish. So behind the scenes, Shane's like, are you sure you want to take this? And I'm like, absolutely. And he's like, you are very brave. Because apparently there's like dudes that won't even take that move.
It doesn't seem that bad. I mean, you know.
Jasmine, stroke my cock a little. Come
You're
on.
the dick. Oh my god. It's like there's the
Do you have a dick? Fuck off.
the diversity. I'm fucking with you. I know you don't. No, I think it's good. I mean, you should be, just make sure
I
that you're
wanted
keeping yourself safe.
so it's Shane himself, and that's his move. So I knew that was the safest I could possibly do that,
You've got to be careful, and that's super important. It's because there's so many girls that get into the business that don't learn the stuff and get hurt. I was getting pile driven off top ropes without a problem. It depends who's giving it to you, right? Looking
Right.
back now, what I do, it depends who it is.
1000%. Like, see, if it was any random Joe giving that move, I wouldn't have said yes. But it was Shane, so it's I knew I was safe with him, and I knew that that was the best thing I could do with him. But I would never have taken that with anyone else for sure. And you're right. Like, we need to protect our bodies. We need to make sure that we're not doing risky things, even though we are risking our lives every time we enter that rope. If you think about it.
Well, it depends who the guy is and what he looks like. Those of you just joining,
Stop.
don't forget, if you're looking to amp up your day, your morning, whatever it is, your evening, please hop on over to supermassiveblackcoffee.com, punch in the code MBN for 20% off, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube, click like or whatever you want to do. And most importantly, hop on over to Crazy Train Podcast. That's crazy with a K. It drops every Wednesday on Spotify, iTunes. Rate and review and have fun.
What's the difference between your podcasts? Is this one's live and then this is
one's
casual
live.
talk?
This one's live. There are a lot of restreams, so people will come back on here later and look at it.
Yeah.
Because people kind of doze off on Mondays at certain times. And then the other one is pre-recorded.
Yeah, that's how I get my views is later on. Like, people come on and watch after because they don't want me to know they're watching.
Well, yeah. I mean, like if you're, you have a stalker or something or something.
Well, yeah.
No, if you got a neighbor that knows, like I don't tell my neighbors what I do. It's not their business. Like, in fact,
Right.
I'm the rudest neighbor you could ever have because I don't want to know your shit. I don't want you talking to me. Don't
You're
look at
so
my-
fucking French, though. Stop.
No, like this is how European people are. Like, you don't just stay out of our business, right? My neighbor downstairs is from Holland, so she and I get along, but we talk, right? So,
Yeah.
but other people, it's like, ew.
So
I
why
mean,
did you and
unless
I
it's a
bond
really
so
close
well? Did you just see me as a lost puppy and you're like, okay, I gotta help this pathetic creature?
No, not yet, not yet.
Not yet.
No, I think
To be continued.
you're doable. So let's talk about your disease because there are people that don't understand it.
For sure. Yeah, guys. Okay, so I have a neurological condition and it's invisible, obviously, but it's very rare and it's called CRPS, complex regional pain syndrome, and it was activated actually when I was out in living in LA in one of my matches out at Knox Pro. And so what happens is you can it's activated by an accident, whether it's like a heart attack or you can even sprain your ankle, it's if you have a stroke or torn muscles like I did in my match. So I had my wrestling accident. It activated my condition and I battled it for 6.5 years before getting diagnosed. And that's what's made me my doctor when I was discovered. She called me off the record, but she's going to be on my documentary so we can talk about it. I just got to protect her license. But she said I'm one in a million and I'm very lucky to be alive. And she said, and she brought out the charts, and there's the health charts like that have the major like cancer and like it even has kidney stones on there, but all the different health things, and CRPS is at the top above everything else. And to be sitting there in a doctor's office and being diagnosed like this, it's just like gut wrenching. It's horrible. And to know that I went so long with it and to have it spread because it wasn't contained, like people can contain it. Like, say you had a heart attack and it's in your left arm. If doctors get it in time and contain it, it's a neurological condition, but there's a chance of remission and you'll still have the disease, but And that's what sucks is you'll still have the disease and it can be activated with another injury or another heart attack. So you're fucked. But those people can go into remission. I went undiagnosed for almost 7 fucking years. 15 different doctors. I'm talking from regular doctors to specialists to foot specialists to medical sports medicine doctors. No one knew what the fuck was going on as it spread. And now it's in my organs. And even though it's a neurological condition, it spread full body. And I was quite literally told, you're not allowed to donate organs now. It got that bad. And just basically being told you're fucked and you're gonna die young. And it's like, what the fuck? I just so you're telling me, which I know I need to talk more about the disease, but let me just continue for a second. You're telling me I just got nearly murdered, I got you're telling me I sacrificed my family and my church, my childhood friends for a sport that I fell in love with, to be homeless, and then to battle cyberbullying for the first time to the point of almost suicide, to sleeping out of my vehicle. I didn't sleep with the boys. I was the person scrubbing the toilets at the school, bleaching out the fucking mats. I worked at Walmart daytime or night shift. So that meant just to pay for wrestling school. I went days without eating. I starved out in LA. I 3 days was the max that I would go without food. And and I would be the ones scrubbing the toilets at the school just so I can become a fucking wrestler, to be put in a wheelchair, to activate CRPS, to be told by the medical community that, oh, your pain's nothing, you're fine. Then for it to turn out to be the most painful pain known to mankind. I was gaslit by the medical community because one, they don't fucking care. Two, it's unknown. It's a rare disease. And three, I'm a woman. And as a female, our pain means nothing. And my doctor looked at me and said, you are very lucky to have survived this. It is nicknamed the suicide disease. How did you not kill yourself? And mind you, the most painful pain known to mankind, the only treatments besides experimental stem surgeries and these chips that they put in our spines, besides these experimental surgeries, the only treatments are ketamine infusions and opioids. And I didn't touch anything even now. I've had it for 8 years. It's full body. And when I got diagnosed a year and a half ago, all I asked for was my medical card. And that's when I started experimenting and being educated on my medicine. And that's why I smoke. And so to go and allow, so that's my backstory of my disease. It was activated by wrestling. Wrestling doesn't owe us anything, but I gave my life to this just to be sick for the rest of my life. Like that's bullshit. So to elaborate on my disease, CRPS, you're not allowed to touch the infected areas, and where it's full body, that's why I cover my skin unless I'm performing. But some of the worst areas is of course my waist down and now my arms. uh but you're not allowed to touch me. You're not allowed, like, let me just go in more detail. One of my CRPS brothers had a colonoscopy and now he has CRPS in his ass. So this is a very serious disease that's killing people. And whether I know of people activating the gastritis into, I don't know the medical terms, but when people end up getting the feeding tubes and then all the other medical terms, yada, 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 and then they fucking die. That was CRPS. When the heart attack stroke takes me out, no, that was CRPS. So it's not just the suicide disease, it's the fucking monstrous disease that consumes us. So now that I've been diagnosed, I was like, wait, 15 different doctors didn't know about this? So now I have my calling of being an advocate, bringing awareness to this rare disease so no one else has to fucking go undiagnosed because they're killing themselves. And it's just, it's not right. And now I have brain damage because you guys didn't know what the fuck you were doing. my life is forever changed. You can't reverse that shit. So my advocacy is so important. I'm educating myself organically now on this disease, but also I'm educating the world. So yeah, these getting back into wrestling, I accept that I probably will not be a wrestler again, but I can still be involved. I still belong. I love this fucking sport. I sacrificed everything for this and I fucking want to do this. So yeah, the sick are seeing me take these bumps. The sick are seeing my body do these moves and they're impressed. They're like, "Wow." So it's more than just me being the performer again, the entertainer again. It's the advocacy that comes with it. So I'm very happy to be back involved with this community for sure.
That it's a wonderful community. I mean, everyone in
Yeah.
wrestling likes you anyway, and plus, you remember to shake the hands, which is super important. Unlike
I know now. Fuck Maria. I'm sorry. I'm
no,
sorry.
unlike this this indie jabron guy. I won't say who it is with his rat. I'm just curious. What's I don't talk religion and politics on this specific podcast. What's your religion, if you don't mind me asking you?
Of course. I'm kind of like okay, so you
Atheist?
just want to do you want to know the tea really quick? I was leaving it for my book, but I did I did code pass have a near death experience, however you want to, whatever the English, whatever you want to call it. I went to the in between.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks because when you experience something like that, it not just forever changes you, it's you sound insane when you say it. It's like seeing fucking a ghost, or it's like seeing Bigfoot, or if you see a spaceship or an alien, it's like, God damn, now no one's gonna believe me, but you know what you saw.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I was gonna be a nun. So being Catholic was something that was a part of me, but then also being Christian, and then being trapped in that wheelchair, I lost God and I lost hope. I didn't understand what was happening to my body. I got fat as fuck, babe. I've lost 130 pounds. That's a whole entire human being. I imploded in that wheelchair. I lost every ounce of me. Going from an entertainer, an artist, I expressed myself through my body, being into fitness and having a passion to go to the gym, to being trapped in a wheelchair and gonna die in a wheelchair and getting fat. Like, it was the worst fucking experience any human could go through. So to oh shit, put me back on track. What was I saying? Sorry, I
We
really
were,
do have brain damage, guys.
we were
Fuck.
talking, no, we were talking about religion. That's also, you're saying you're
Religion.
Catholic. Were
So
you originally Christian? I don't follow.
both. My father was, and then my mom was the other. It was like more so like, so now I'm leaning more to Catholicism for
Okay.
sure, but I, I just God is real, and there is something beyond this life, guys. There's something in us, like a soul, and there is something beyond. And I did see a lot of crazy things over there in a good way, and i was I was sent back. I'm back, bitches. I'm back, and it changed me. It changed my perspective of living. And people think I'm like dumb, and I am a little, but or naive, and I am a little. But the thing is, when you die or when you experience whatever the fuck that was, because I didn't go to heaven, but I think it was like an in between. That's what I call it. Um, you just don't deal with bullshit anymore. You don't care about drama. You don't care about you just life is so fun. Like, that it's just an adventure. And it's like, let's go and find a hot 25-year-old. So yeah, so I'm leaning towards more that, but when I was in the wheelchair, I lost faith. Like, I noticed I prayed the hardest when I didn't believe in God anymore. And when I got out of that wheelchair and lost the 130 pounds, taught myself how to walk again. The doctor said, you'll never learn how to walk again. You'll never do this. And it's like, watch me. And then I did. And I I have PTSD. I do have nightmares about getting in that wheelchair again, like every day. But when I got diagnosed and I was sent to a pain management specialist, I also was sent to like just a grieving counselor. And um, when I talked to this gentleman that had a heart transplant, uh, he wanted to know, and he didn't spoon feed me. He didn't tell me. He's not even Catholic, but no, he is Catholic. Sorry. He's actually the one that's going to introduce me to the Pope, guys. Guys, I'm going to be taking this to the Vatican. Who would have thought?
I think that's awesome. I'll go with you. I speak Italian. I could be
I
your
fucking
personal
don't. Will you
translator.
go? Like, okay, so
Yeah.
it's unofficial. It's unofficial, but I kind of have the +1 invite right now. Kind
Well, you
of,
need a
sort of. Like,
translator. You can't go to Italy without speaking Italian. That's just
okay, well, I don't even have a passport and I've never been to another country,
oh
but for
my
some
God.
reason I'm gonna see the fucking Pope.
Yeah, I think, yeah, you need to. I think you need a translator, and
You're on. Okay, you're on the card. As soon as I know the details, it's gonna be next year. As soon as I know the details, you're coming with. So, guys, moral of the story is when you have a heart transplant or when you're on the ward of the dying, the priests do walk around and talk to people and stuff, regardless of your religion, if you want to talk to a priest. And I told them what I saw during my days in the wheelchair, battling CRPS organically, and it's very much real. There is demons, there is angels. It's fucking real, guys.
here's the
Because like
question.
those fuckers saw it too, and they were like dealing with their heart transplants, their cancer, or whatever. All the dying saw what I saw.
Yeah, it's very
It's
I have a very
spooky. It's
yeah.
scary.
I have a very special relationship with death, but that's another story. Um,
Stop.
yeah,
You have near death experiences too?
well that, but some people know what happened to me last summer. So some people that like Paul and them know what happened to me.
Okay, we can talk off
No, no,
camera,
no, no, no,
but
no,
my
no. Someone that committed. It's just the whole thing, and just the gunshot and just the whole thing. But I feel as
Sorry.
though so when my ex blew his brains out last year,
Holy
his
fuck.
family for a year didn't even throw a memorial for him, but they were there to take money from him, right? His ex, who's like some kind of a life coach, she's not the type of girl you would, even on like the worst night guys, I'm telling you. She just left his ashes in the city morgue, like the pauper morgue in California. So it's sitting in the pauper morgue. It's $200 to get it out. This cunt hasn't even gotten them out. So what I did was this past July, I threw a memorial for him out of my
how
own
beautiful.
pocket. So tell me what kind of a person can't come up with, what did it cost me? Like $700 to pay for everything. Tell me what kind of person.
Yeah, that's not like 7,000.
And John, yeah, did you get them yet? No, if she doesn't pick them up by November, I'm gonna go pick them up at the mortuary myself and just do something. I'll just scatter them or something. His own sister could have gotten it through it's called an ex parte, and she didn't even do that. So when people talk about like death and all these things, I always think of like what happens.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to trigger you,
No,
baby.
no, you didn't. No, you didn't trigger me. I'm just wondering, like, 'cause I read something today that after you're dead, like you're still, while you're at the morgue, you're still sort of breathing. But dude, if you saw what he was married to, you'd want to.
Stop.
You want to, for sure. I know that sounds catty, but it's true. Like if you saw, because I think like my opinion on life, okay, is like when you okay, when your life gets out of control, you end it and it gets back in control. And I understand that concept very well. But
Yeah.
Randolph wanted to tell you that you're very special in a good way, by the way. When you said you're 18 years
Probably
old.
both. Probably fucking both, but continue. Yes, guys. Like I have brain damage. Fuck off. And I'm dyslexic, so eat my ass.
Paige, do you have any favorite horror movies?
Oh, yes. Yes,
Of
I
course you
do. Okay. So there's a lot. But obviously, I love the OG Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yes.
And so, do we know the history of it, though? Did you know the mob actually paid for that girl,
Yeah,
that indie film. And isn't that tea?
it's
Like,
kind of cool.
it's so cool because people don't even think about how do you get the budget? How do you do this? It was the fucking mafia that made Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Of course it was. What weren't they
Of
involved
course it
in?
was.
We're
Why
talking
not?
WCW for fuck's sake. We have Big Vito. I mean, guys, come on. But yeah, I still don't know how
Oh,
you go
right,
out.
right, Vito, right. Boss
I
man. You guys look like a lovely couple. And I think this Thursday, I think a three-way is on the table.
no, I don't think so. I don't share my money.
No.
I don't share
Me
my.
trying to get the crumbs. Ah.
I take as much as I can. You should. I mean, you should know these things about me by now, my
But
dear.
that's why we're getting twins.
Twins. How's there another twin Vito out there?
We're getting twins when we hang out, when we go to the
Oh
Vatican.
God. There's this Instagram account of these like 80s looking metalheads from like that era, these two guys. I forgot what
Uh-huh.
it's called, but like they look hot. So yeah, I don't know. So I think the future of JCW is going to be extremely interesting, and it's extremely well done. It's taken it to the next
Yes.
level with Vince. What I do want to say to people who do go to the JCW live shows, thank you very much. Like, it means the world to us. And for those of you, the ladies, like Jasmine, make sure you wear, like, show your support by wearing like a faux fur. They're like $20 on Shein. So you wear your little faux fur jacket during the winter time, because I wear them to the ring, and you could do that in honor of me. Those of you who like Big Vito, get the hats out, get the pins. Let's dress up wrestling fans again, because it's fun. And you know, there's some
So fun.
Monster Corporation shirts out there. So here's a question for you, my dear. People are
Yes,
going to
love.
want to know about your socials. So this is what I have. It's at Biack Dahila 47. Tell us about your OnlyFans.
Good segue. Ah, you caught me off guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna ask me all my socials. I'm gonna be like, I have brain damage. I don't know them. I don't know any
No,
of
I
it.
have some already. But that's what it is.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my OnlyFans. Okay. So scene change. I'm not diagnosed with CRPS yet, but I'm still battling it organically. I'm fat as fuck. I just got out of the wheelchair. I'm still juggling losing weight. It's just a fact. It's a fact. I was. So I'm like, I'm dealing with the COVID and then my Walmart job. So I'm like, how can I make money? And a lot of wrestlers at the time were doing OnlyFans, and I saw that they were doing it as like a virtual reality table, like a gimmick table, like at these cons where you can interact with fans and then sell yourself towards the fans on, hey, what do you guys want from me? Do you want to interact with me? Do you want me to respond to you? Do you want to buy me an outfit and I'll wear it? Like things like that. So I was like, bet that's a good job. So I downloaded it during COVID, and I actually boomed on it and I did good on it, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. I was in the 0.01% or some shit. Like I did really good at first, but then when people got upset with me when it wasn't the masturbation videos or the full blown pornography, I felt like I disappointed my fans. But then again, I wasn't advertising that. So I was always straightforward with the beginnings of it. So now with my OnlyFans, I've had it for like nearly like how many years now? Like 4 years. And now you guys have organically seen me, lose some weight, get diagnosed with CRPS. You guys have seen me get back into my fitness journey and get involved with wrestling. So now my OF has turned into more, um I as opposed to just being a gimmick table for my fans, I actually do show more skin and more sex, and I love that side. I think sex sells, and I love sex appeal, and I do love that adult form of content, but I haven't done straight up porn though, if that makes sense.
Yeah, thank God. I mean, it's like it's so stupid nowadays. So
I know you don't like OF models. Don't hate me.
no, you work with me. It's different. I'm very picky about
Stop.
people.
What if I get fired one day and then you'll be like that cunt?
No, I would tell
We
you.
need to go. We need to go to Italy together still.
Yeah, because you need a translator. So there's a guy on here who designed all of my T-shirts. It's going to reach out
Oh.
to you. I'll put you guys in touch. He's right there.
Okay.
I'll put you in touch with Brian. It's Bree Weezy, but he wants to make a shirt for you, and he
Okay.
makes really good merchandise. So I will do this on Instagram. I'll introduce you guys. So speaking
Beautiful.
of food and like good things, oh, and Randolph wants you to hit him up for video editing. He gave you a flyer at WrestleCade. I'm gonna go have some dinner, probably some soup and some
Are
chicken
you
broth.
eating right now?
Huh?
Are we done? Are we done right now? Are you eating?
Yeah, I have to. I only do these for like an hour. But I'll have you come back on again, like with maybe Caleb one day, because I think that would be really cute having the two of you.
Oh, that would be so fun. That would be so
I'm
fun.
glad
Okay,
we have
baby.
Vince Russo. Like he's actually like, dude, Vince Russo is hot. Okay, I just.
Oh
have
my
to
god, and he looks so sexy next to you guys. Like seriously, you guys literally look so hot together.
Well, you never know. I mean, look, if he's got more money, Vito. Well, no, but Vito's got muscle, and he's got like that Italian attitude going. Oh, you know who I also think is really sexy, but doesn't work for us?
Ew.
I can't say.
Tell me. Ew, they don't work with us.
I think Brian Idol from NWO is sexy.
Okay.
NWO,
Alright.
he is hot as fuck. But anyway, that was my Monday night rant. Guys, thank you so
You know
much.
who I think is cute?
Who?
LA Knight.
Who?
It's from the WWE.
Who?
LA Knight.
Oh yeah. I could see that.
So cute.
You should stalk him.
Stop! Okay, we'll talk off camera.
I know. It was a pleasure seeing your pretty face tonight. Guys,
Oh my
don't
god.
forget to hop on over to her socials. It's at Black Dahlia 47. It's right there. It's on the screen. Dahlia, it's great seeing you. I will see you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks is the December tour.
Mhm.
Okay, Starbucks is on me, babe, and thank you for having me on. And I feel like I learned some about you, and that makes me so happy. I hope you've learned some about me, and I feel like our friendship is just going to continue to grow. And I'm so happy you're in my life.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, guys, I'm gay as fuck, and I actually genuinely mean that shit. So she's kind of used to it by now, but I literally mean that shit. All right, I love you. Thank you.
Have a good one this evening.
Have a good night. Bye, baby.
Bye. So, guys, don't forget to subscribe to her her OnlyFans, but most importantly, hop on over to her socials and support there at Black Dahlia 47. It's that time of the year. This is kind of an ugly time of the year for single parents. And I think for any parent, it's like always that hard pressure turned up to do things and buy, like buy this, buy that. Truthfully, you could spoil a kid with love and reward them with really cool things, or you could spoil them rotten and they never thrive in life. They just learn how to live off the dole, which are the parents. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay frosty, and I will see you guys next Monday. Have a lovely evening. Bonsoir.